Philip Hammond was leading efforts to keep the UK in the customs union and allow Brussels to control British trade, unearthed reports claim, as the UK continues to try and achieve a Brexit trade deal. Last week, the EU's chief Brexit negotiator, Michel Barnier, said a trade deal with the UK by the end of the year appears unlikely. The latest round of talks broke out in London on Thursday, with Mr. Barnier telling reporters in a virtual press conference that the two sides were still far away from agreement. He complained Britain was demanding near total exclusion of European fishing boats from its waters. While there have been signs of compromise in some key issues, such as the need for a single deal rather than multiple sectoral agreements, Brussels still insists on maintaining its current fishing rights in British waters and wants London to agree to a number of EU regulations, including environmental standards, workers' rights and state aid rules. On the other hand, Mr. Johnson is demanding the right to diverge from the bloc's rules in order to strike trade agreements around the world. In a statement, the UK's chief negotiator, David Frost, also concurred that there were considerable gaps. As no deal looks increasingly likely, unearthed reports shed light on Philip Hammond's attempts to keep Britain in the customs union. According to a throwback report by the Daily Express, in 2017, the former Chancellor of the Exchequer was leading efforts to keep the UK in the body and allow Brussels to control British trade. The development would have been a blow to the country's Brexit boom at a time when 50 countries around the world had expressed an interest in a free trade deal with the UK. The row came as Malta's Prime Minister Joseph Muscat ditched his country's close ties with the UK and joined hardliners in Brussels in calling for Britain to be punished for Brexit. A senior Tory source said, "It looks like we have won the argument over leaving the single market. But the messages coming out are suggesting we may still end up staying in the customs union either fully or partly, which would be a disaster." It seems that there is a split in the cabinet and Philip Hammond and the Treasury are fighting hard to keep us in the customs union. Former Brexit Secretary David Davis and ex-Prime Minister Theresa May had so far refused to clarify the government's position on the customs union.